Hello and welcome to another Crush on Stamping video. I'm Marette Passsero, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to make this cute Halloween treat. It is a do-it-yourself s'mores kit for your special trick-or-treaters. It includes graham crackers, marshmallow peeps, and of course some Hershey bars. All your little trick-or-treaters need to do to enjoy it is assemble the components and put it in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds and they'll have a really yummy treat. So let's get started with the project. The paper materials that we're going to need to use today are one of our 3x6 gusseted bags. Now these you can find in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. Sometimes it's hard to find these oddball items that kind of blend in with other things, but they're on page 195 and they're the gusseted cellophane bags. They're 3x6, they're $4.50, and you get 25 bags in your package or in your container. And these are the gusseted ones, not the non-gusseted, so it has room for our special treats inside there. So we need one of those. We need a piece of pumpkin pie cardstock that measures 6.5 by 3 1/4, and it is scored at 3 1/4, so it makes a square. We're going to use a piece of the Whole Lotta Lovely Designer Series paper. I looked through my items that I have this year, and I didn't have some of the paper from the mini catalog, which is totally fabulous, but I didn't get it this year, so I knew I had something else in my items that I could use, and the Whole Lotta Lovely actually had it. So it has these flowers on one side, but these polka dots end up giving you a Halloween theme. So we have that, and then we just have some scrap cardstock in pumpkin pie, crushed curry, and basic black. We're going to use several punches today because those are staples within a stamper's inventory, and they can be used for so many different projects. So we're going to actually start with stamping a greeting, and we're going to use the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp set. Now this can be found on page 36 of the annual catalog, and this has been around for many years, and it sticks around because there's so many versatile greetings in it. If you get this set, you will have everything you need to be able to put the correct greeting on any project that you're wanting to create year-round. Happy New Year, Happy St. Patrick's Day, Happy Retirement, Hello Baby, Happy Graduation. There's so much piled into this set, you won't regret this. So I'm going to use the Happy Halloween stamp today. I'm going to use our archival Stampin' Up! Black, basic black. So I'm going to ink up my stamp, my Happy Halloween. So if we ink it first and stamp it, then we can make sure we get it positioned properly for our punch. That's one of the reasons I love our punches. So this is the Duet Banner Punch. It punches 2 banners. And we're going to use the bottom shaped one. And if you turn your punch over, you can actually center that up and then punch. So now we have our greeting stamped in the way we want. Next we're going to use our crushed curry and create our little moon. So this is the 2 1/4 inch circle. Circles are always a staple in a crafter's inventory. And of course this year we have the new cat punch, and you know, I'm the crazy cat lady, so I have to have I have to have the new cat punch. So we're going to stamp or punch this out of our basic black cardstock. And last but not least, we need a pumpkin. So when looking at my punches, I thought, you know what, I can make a pumpkin out of this balloon. So I'm just going to punch the larger balloon. And this is the balloon bouquet punch. Of course, that went on the floor, so let me get that. Oh, the joys of live video and the inability to edit them. So, there's our punch. Oh my, I'll get there. Please bear with me. Okay, so now we need to make our balloon look a little bit more like a pumpkin. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to kind of flatten out the bottom of this balloon. Now, it doesn't matter exactly how it turns out because all pumpkins kind of grow in funny shapes, so you can totally get away with this. Now, we're going to use a new product that will be available on November 1st. Stampin' Up! Is coming out with Stampin' Blends. They're alcohol markers. And so I decided to go ahead and use these on this project. I'm going to use the bullet tip end. There's also a brush end. And I'm just going to color in that balloon top and kind of bring it to a V to make it be our fabulous little pumpkin top. And then I'm going to use our pumpkin pie Stampin' Blends. So the Stampin' Blends come in a set of 2. There's a light shade and a dark shade, and this is, again, the pumpkin pie. So after playing with these a bit, I decided that I kind of liked using, even though this is pumpkin pie cardstock, I kind of liked using it and totally wetting the entire surface of my pumpkin with this alcohol ink. And the magic of alcohol inks is that while they're wet, you can blend seamlessly. So I've now inked up this whole pumpkin, and now I'm going to use the brush end and go around my pumpkin with the darker shade. And I liked this because it kind of made the lines fuzzy because it, it's blending out and they weren't just stark lines, and I liked that look. So now I'm going to just go back in and draw in some pumpkin shapes. And now we have our little pumpkin. Oh, one more thing. Let's add a little bit of green, the old olive, because that's the classic color at the top to give it just a little bit more oomph. So now we have our pumpkin completed. So on to assembly. So I'm going to take our pumpkin pie base and fold it in half. Use our bone folder for a good crease. And then put some adhesive on our DSP. Actually, we're going to want to hold off on, now I realize I've forgotten the stapler. My world, my world. Okay, again, no editing skills. We're going to make this work. Okay, so we have, let's skip over to our bag, and I'm going to take some Scotch tape. I don't know if you probably couldn't see that. I'm just going to take some Scotch tape, and I'm going to glue down the bottom of the bag. I'm going to actually just fold that up and then put this piece of tape on it. And what this will do is create a flat bottom for our bag so that when we open it up, got a little generous with the tape there. When you open it up, it creates a nice little flat bottom. Okay. So we can actually start assembling our treats. So again, we have the graham crackers. Now, I will say Crush did participate in this video. He knocked the box of graham crackers off the table onto the floor, and now I have a lot of broken graham crackers. So that's really fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna stick in our cute little marshmallow peeps. The ghosts are very cute in this as well, but I went with the pumpkin since we're putting a pumpkin on there. And then 2 Hershey bars because, who doesn't love a lot of chocolate on there some more. Okay, so you definitely want to turn this over and seal it with tape because you don't want it open too much. These won't last a super long time because you don't want them to get stale in the packages, but if you fill the bags right before Halloween, you should be good. So there is our little filled treat bag. Okay. And then what I was saying is I forgot my stapler out here. So you would go ahead and put the base on and staple it and staple it. And then we would move on to adhering this over the top, which would cover up those staples. So at this point I don't have my stapler and I'm not going to go get it, so we'll just continue assembling and there'll be staples showing on the project. Okay, so you're going to adhere down your DSP and then adhere down our cute little moon, maybe a little bit higher than lower so that he can look in the way that he should, or show kind of more that moon effect. I'm going to put down our little pumpkin. And then I'm going to use a couple dimensionals to put our cat on. So 1 and 2. Now I have 2 black cats. I actually have 4 cats, but 2 of them are all black, Blitz and Bling. So the one thing about my black cats is that you often don't really see anything but all black and then just some gold eyes staring at you. So I knew this project needed some gold eyes. So now that we have Stampin' Blends, we can make this happen. So I'm going to use some of our basic jewels, and I'm going to put on 2 for his eyes. And to make them gold, one of the great things about the alcohol markers is that you can use them to color your jewels. So by coloring it with our Daffodil Delight, we get a fantastic gold eye on there. Isn't that fun? I'm not scared of black cats, so, and I don't think anyone else should be either. And just putting a little bit of adhesive behind the Happy Halloween so that that can hang off. And of course, by this point, you would have assembled this all on your little black piece, and then this orange piece would have been stapled onto your bag, and then you could cover up the staples with that. So there is our Halloween Some More kit. I hope you enjoyed the project, and I hope you'll come back soon and learn more from Crushonstamping. Thanks for joining me. Take care.